Hello, Stampers. Welcome to the last week of my 6 weeks of Christmas, coast to coast Christmas, with fellow demonstrators Dee, Rachel, Karen, Tammy, and Bonnie. So today we're doing the last week, and we are going to do the last 2 cards. I hope you really enjoyed yourself and appreciated or got inspired by the cards we've created for you. So our last 2 is going to feature, of course, modern day Christmas. So I still have my sample card here that features black, basic black, gold, and white. And so we've got a couple easy, quick and easy cards that I think you'll really enjoy, and I think it would be fun to gift. So let's get the first one started. And so the first one is this one here, which is again a fun fold. Now, I forgot to put my ribbon, and the reason I forgot to put my, it's actually twine, the black twine. So you can see here on this, in the tutorial, she's got the black twine that runs there, because it's currently with my dear friend Barb, who is currently kidding for me. And so I didn't have time to go and then I realized after, I was like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have given her all my leftovers because I knew she'd be short. And then I realized, oh, I still need that stuff. So that wasn't very smart of me. So anyway, but I'm just letting you know why I don't have it, so make sure you add it. Okay, so we're just going to take this adhesive and then, put this onto the back. So in the tutorial, the measurements are all there. And then this goes here. You're pretty much a standard typical base, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then we just have a quick fun fold. And then we have another piece that folds over and goes like so, but we're gonna decorate that one first. And, okay, there we go. I'm like, where is all my stuff? So we're gonna add our stamp in that one. And I don't have my ornamental Christmas over here. I'm still working in 2 spots, so it's a little difficult. And we're going to stamp from our house to yours, which actually is in the pine trees one. There it is. Pine tree trimmings. So we're using this one. And we're gonna pull that stamp set out. And then I need a block. So we'll grab a block here. We'll use the long one. And I'm just gonna put that on the inside with some memento, because you know, it is a black, gold, and white card. So we're just gonna stick with the black for this one. And then we'll stamp. Oh, I forgot to put my mat underneath because I don't know how firm this is. Wow, not so bad. And then on the ornament, which I've already cut for us, so you can pause the video here and go cut one. We're gonna put 'Tis the Season. So we're gonna grab, oh, it's somewhere. Oh, was I gonna put 'Tis the Season? Oh, Sending Christmas Wishes is what I wanted to put, which was in the pine tree one. There it is. Pine tree trimmings as well. Oh, it's upside down, but we'll flip it and we'll put that on there. And again, we're just using black. So we'll add our black. And we'll put Sending Christmas Wishes. Ta-da! And then with some scrap foil, gold foil, you're going to put the little topper on there. And I'm going to go get the dimensionals, because once again, I was crafting in my crafting space. And then my filming space is over here on the other side of the room. Okay, so we'll put that there like so. And then really it's just assemble. So again, make sure you take about 18 inches of twine and wrap it around after you've glued this down, and then tie a bow. And then on here, we'll just glue together our pieces. My hands are just covered in liquid glue right now. I've been trying to get all my designs done while making meals, because it is a crazy final week. Thank goodness. We're trying to get into our new winter routine, and it's my husband's birthday on Tuesday. Both kids have activities, so we've decided to split, divide, and conquer on his birthday so that both kids can still go to their activities. And we're like, yeah, who needs a birthday party, right? So that's our plans, Dan. I mean, it's no different. On our wedding anniversary, which was July, and Benjamin had his provincial match. So we weren't gonna miss that one. So we spent our anniversary watching soccer, which my son's team ended up winning. So it was a great anniversary present. There we go. And then that goes there. Now I do like to use my seal. And the reason being is because it's so shiny and glossy. And I'm terrible with liquid glue. Like I said, it's all over my hands. And so I want to make sure it sticks. Okay, and that just goes like that. And ta-da! Now, if you require more writing, this is great for those who don't like to write. Then, oh, that's crooked. Sorry, I have to fix that. I can see that it's crooked. Then just feel free to add another piece of white cardstock on the back, and then you'll have plenty of space to write your card. And if you'd like, obviously, we can add some gems to that, and we should. Now, if I can remember where I put my gems. There they are. Because, you know, it needs some bling, and we still have plenty. Now, I know that this currently is on not available, but should be available mid-November. Now, just remember to go onto the my website, click the little box that says notify me, so then as soon as it comes in, you can just add it to your order. Okay, so we can pick any color. Looks like we've used up all of our gold already. So I'm gonna be a rebel and add me some red. Maybe blue would have been nicer, but I like the boldness of the red. So we're gonna put that there. And then that card is complete. Yay! Okay, so that's card number 11. Wow. Okay, so now let's focus on card number 12, the last. So sad, but seriously, I would love your feedback. So respond to this email and let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you'd like to see more of this coming your way, or if you would like something different. It helps me understand what you may need or what I can give you, because I'm creating anyway, and I just like to share. I don't like to, I just like to share. So if I can share in any way, I would love to be able to do so. Okay, so this is our last guy, which is another fun full gingerbread dude. He opens up and he goes like this, and then he's got a little note. So again, you could write your note here, because it is crumb cake, or even here, or if you prefer, add another piece of white in here, and then you can add it as part of the card. Now, I thought it was a little weird doing green gingerbread man, but it is the way she designed the card. And after, I was like, oh, that actually wasn't too bad, and I kind of like it. So let's get started. So we have our card base here, which ends up being your standard card base. And then we're just folding this over to get our little fold. And then I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap paper, which is over here. And then we're gonna take our strip, and we're gonna stamp it in garden green, our gingerbread man. Now this mini gingerbread, because remember the big one is from the big set, comes from the homemade treats pack. So it has, once again, we've been using this. So these are great sets to get, because we've given you so much inspiration, and there is so much more out there that I hope you are truly getting your money's worth out of this bundle. So like anything, we're just creating some DSP, designer series paper of our own. And every time you stamp, you want to stamp and turn it. And also, I like to do mine in 3s or 4s. So 1, 2, 3, and then maybe a foot over there, or 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe a little couple upside downies over here to fill that space. There, see? Easy peasy. Now I'm gonna close this up so I don't get it everywhere. Or did I use the same ink? Let me just double check here. Oh, I did. Okay, so then we also had to cut half of the gingerbread, because it's, or one whole one, and we're going to put inside of this one. It's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. There we go. And he's gonna go in the middle there. And so I need a big block. Running out of blocks because I've been creating and cooking all day today. And then I realized, oh shoot. Okay, I'm gonna turn him slightly because I know that the gingerbread fits really big and the whole front. So I'm gonna make sure, but I want my words straight. Okay, there we go. So there we have it. And then that's just gonna glue on the inside of this one. So we just gotta figure out which is our front. Okay, so I've got lots of lines. When you get lots of lines like that, you can easily fix that by putting it with paper or add another layer there. Okay, so I'm gonna use my liquid glue on this one. And if I'm going too fast for you, just remember you can always pause and rewind. So there's my messy spaghetti of glue. And that goes on the inside. So that's just lining it literally up. And I cut the end there, right? Because that's the inside. And then I'll just cover it to make sure I lined up properly. Perfect. And then we just need to do the body. So I've got my gingerbread on the block, which he's been on all day long. Actually for quite some time. And I'm gonna line them up because I've got that there. So let's see. So what's really nice about polymer stamp sets is you can flex them. So I'm gonna flex him so that he is not hanging off the edge over here and his legs are in the right spot. And the head, there we go. So once you're satisfied, you just drop your block, oops, over top, and then you can pick it up. Now, she used Versamark, but it didn't work for me. So I'm going to use crumb cake. I just found that it was not dark enough. And I think the reason it's not dark enough is because I just didn't have enough Versamark ink in my ink pad. So I need to re-ink it. And I was just lazy, to be honest, lazy. Okay, oops. Try not to drop it. And I just dropped it. So we're just gonna go right there. Okay, not bad. Okay, I dropped it, so, you know. Okay, so I got a little bit of boo-boo, so I'm gonna go get my blending pen in crumb cake, but dark, because I missed a spot. And this is great way to fix. And I've probably done it many times with you already. And I just go in and fix where it's blemished a bit, which is right there. Okay, so he needs some eyes and a mouth. So here's the fun part, is this time, instead of using the stamp, we're just gonna give him eyes. So I'm gonna take the green. I'm gonna give him green eyes, or should I give him blue eyes? I gave green eyes to the other one. Okay, we'll do green. Okay, first though, where's the hat? I won't put the hat on so I know. Now there's a little slit in there, which is kind of cool. And then we're gonna take our mini glue dots here and just add it to the bottom of the hat. And then we're just gonna pop his head a little bit, oops, through that hole, or that little tear there. Come on, it's because there we go. And that gives him his little hat popping through. Now I know where to put my eyes. And give him green eyes because we're using a base of green. Come on. I think I'm out of putty on that end. Running out of putty. I ran out of putty. Okay. There's still putty in there. I just didn't grab it. Okay. And then we've got a bow. Now, I already built my bow. So it comes in 3 pieces. So we got rid of the tails and we're just using that to make the bow. So again, we're just going to add mini glue dots to the back. And then put that bow in place. And then where his mouth is supposed to be, I'm just gonna take my black right marker and give him a smile. There we go. So cute. Now, let's add some bling for his belly. And where did oh, there it is. So I'm gonna add a couple of the red ones, just to throw it off a bit. Because we're gonna use a red lollipop. Now, there's my lollipop, or part of my lollipop. Where's the other half? I might have just dropped it on my way here. Hang on. Give me a sec. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. See, I knew it was here somewhere. And then I'm missing my red piece. Okay, I'm missing the red that goes right around like this one. But it could be here somewhere. So just give me a sec. Just because it gets messy. Okay. I don't see it, but it could be under. Hang on. And if not, we'll just switch it. Not like switcheroos, but we'll just use the other half. Oh, it's easy to lose because they're such small pieces. So let me just do, oh, there it is. See, it was stuck. Uh-oh. Now what did I do with my lollipop? Oh boy. Oh, there it is. I can't win. Okay. So we're just gonna add a little bit of adhesive here. Now, if you have the fine tip, which I do, I'm just being lazy. It's over at my other desk. We're just gonna pick this up now and add it to the outside. Now, you could also do your lollipop the other way and add, I'll just flip it over, this piece, which is the other piece, and put that there so that it looks like it's a white with red stripes. But here we've got red with white stripes, or swirls, I should say. And that's gonna go there. But before we can stick that on, we have to finish our card. So let's do that. So this goes here. So we're just gonna take our adhesive and add it to the back. Now, Christmas tags and more, yes, it is sad. It is totally not available also, but no shocker there. And so it's been difficult, but you can replace it with plaid tidings. So that's what I've been doing, has been using plaid tidings in its placement to get those beautiful plaid patterns that match and can work with this. But again, it can work with any designer series paper you have, even some retired ones if you have. I've cleaned out my stash with my BOGO, so I don't really have anything else I can use. Now we're gonna put him, now remember I had this just slightly crooked. Now the reason why I want to make sure, because see how if I went completely straight you can, but just watch the tip of the hat because he doesn't fit all the way. So we're just gonna add adhesive to the back of our gingerbread. And that's gonna go, see I dipped my finger in there again. In there, I'm looking for the center. And then I'm gonna open it up because I wanna make sure my writing is straight and it's not. So I'm gonna turn it a bit and then push down. And I just wanna make sure that tip isn't there. Just gonna slide it down a bit, come on, there we go. And now he's not off the page. And then all we have left is our little lollipop. So the lollipop I'm gonna put with another mini glue dot because I don't want it to be hanging off when you open. So we're just gonna go like that and it shouldn't be showing, and it's not. And there you go, goes like that. I think we've got it all covered, and that is the 12th card. So those are your last two. This one minus the twine, which is my bad. And then this one here, just because I lent it out. And so that's it. You've had 12 card designs. I've shared them in a big collage, so I'll add these too. And if you have any questions or comments or feedback, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, enjoy creating these last two cards. And thank you for stamping with me via email. Stay tuned for more events coming up, and just through my email, and of course all the promotions and discounts that are moving forward. Have a great day and happy stamping.